Hello. Hello, hello. When is the test server going to be? I imagine on Tuesday, which is, again, the day I'm planning to go go away on vacation. This time I'm not moving it, though, so I'm probably going to miss the test server, but that's okay. That's okay. The rebalance was more important. I don't know about the nerfs. I think the nerfs may be a little longer. I think maybe the Tuesday after. I think the nerfs may be on the 30th. Hello, Quinn. This update will only be launched once. Yeah, but there's going to be plenty more updates. What nerfs? I just don't know. Just whatever nerfs that may be planned. We'll see. Maybe not. After summer update? I don't know. I think it's a different team. Balancing team and summer update team are going to be different, I think. Yes, I know you. I read you, and I'm ignoring you. And don't push it. Or I'm going to ban you if you take over the stream. Is it best to start ED on new server? And oh, that's an interesting thought I haven't had. I don't want your subs, Kai. I don't want your subs. Just go away, please. That's an interesting thought. I haven't thought about that actually. Who's gonna be now strongest on a new server? So historically, mages were obviously strong. They are still going to be strong because they can quickly get some magic level. Is druid better than sorcerer? I think so. On now with the forks, he gets his forks much faster. He gets the -2-second cooldown already on like level 100. Yeah, I think druid is probably the strongest new world vocation. You just use the runes until like level 80, 90, which is fine anyway. That's like when runes are amazing anyway. And then you switch to forks. Yeah, I think druid is going to be the strongest solo vocation on a new server. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, interesting point now. What level are you testing Crypt Warriors? Oh, on my main Sorcerer 540. We're going to retest it again, obviously on this character that I'm logged in on right now, when we get there. I originally had Crypt Warriors for level 400, but people were like showing me videos of people hunting there on like level 300 even before rebalance. So we'll see how viable it is. I'll give it a go on level 300. If it's too hard, then we'll update it to level 400. I'm not showing EK for now. Thank you, Rex. For now, it's just Sorcerer and Paladin for the next few months. After that, it's probably Druid. After that, EK. I don't have an EK to showcase anyways. Hey up, Adult. Yeah, cooking, unless you're a monk, I suppose. 400 is definitely going to be okay for Crypt Warriors. I think it's going to be like 300 is okay if you're really good. 400 if you're maybe not as experienced. Quick question on Rush West, should I use Holy Spell or Physical? I would be probably using Holy Spell. I would just be using Holy Spells, right? Silences are like 125 to Holy. And I think everything there is somewhat strong to Physical, like 90% or something. I think Rush West is Holy, right? But yeah, I do think new server is probably Druid. Interesting, yeah. If I start on a new server at some point, maybe the Druid playthrough that's due in about 5 months, maybe that'll be on a new server, right? Druid not particularly gear dependent either. The only problem is that I wouldn't really have the time to record everything because, on a new server, I'd rather be focusing on PGing rather than recording guides. And recording guides is inefficient from an experience standpoint. If I was racing, it would be fun. Maybe I make 2 druids. I make a druid on a new server to race, and I make a second druid for like some guides. Not sure. Was it TLDR with monks? It's hard for me to say for sure, Adult, but they just haven't changed very much, and I think they're just very, very jealous seeing all the other vocations being so much better and stronger, and the monks being basically the weakest now. Honestly, if you had to evaluate every vocation based on solo results, team contribution, bossing, monk is pretty much the worst one, right? Now, after all the changes, monk is probably the worst solo vocation. He's the worst at bossing, and he's the worst team hunter, right? What is he? What is he actually good at? Sure, he's still okay in like early level, like a level 90 with Drachiku and Chain Penance and whatever. Still pretty strong, right? And Grim Reapers and whatever. But ultimately, I don't know. He at least had the thing going for him that he was very comfortable. But now most vocations are pretty comfortable. So yeah, I do think it's probably going to get better over time. But yeah, right now it's pretty bad. Do I think Paladin remains the strongest vocation? It's for me. It's really hard to evaluate everybody is right now. I'll want to have a more of a playthrough, more of seeing how other people are doing. I think all the non-monk vocations are pretty strong. It really does depend what you value. If you value results, I don't think Druid is ever going to be the strongest, because Druid is very comfortable, very easy to play. And if you're a bad player, then you're maybe going to do the best results on Druid. But ultimately, if you're a good player, then, sorcerers and paladins should definitely do more than a druid. EK always limited by his, eight boxes. So I think strongest ultimately will be between paladin and sorcerer. But that's like, evaluating from the perspective of someone who's really good at the game and pushes the game, right? And probably sorcerer or paladin. For like the average player, I think there's really not much in it. He cooked Monk so much he burnt. Somehow feel that RP at 500 is hitting like a wet rag while Monk is hitting like a truck. I don't know. I think maybe you're just not hunting the right spots. I think 500 RP who plays well, can probably push like 7 raw or thereabouts in multiple respawns. I don't know that a Monk can do that anymore. Maybe at like Cobras. Maybe. Which crossbow do you suggest for level 250? Naga crossbow, I think. Is that what level is that? Is that 300? That's 300. So I would probably use. I honestly would probably just use Rift crossbow until 300 and then upgrade to Naga crossbow. I don't think I would bother with crossbow of destruction. I would just my crossbow progression would be Rift crossbow into Naga crossbow into Soul Piercer into Sanguine. They can't balance the game around what Italian or Mazarin can do. True, but it is a factor. It is a factor by all means. I think they did try and make it so that, the average player has a better time. But if it means like the top players can just absolutely break the game, that still needs to be reined in somehow, I think. But 700-ish, Paladin, Flimsy, 9.5, KK Raw. Yep, crazy, right? Crazy. Agreed. Yeah. No Monk. Well, 700 Monk. What would be the best respawn for him? Probably like Azalon still. Not Azalon. Nork's Castle. He's not going to do 9.5 there, right? He might do 9.5 at Rawbritis, but probably not at 700. Will we see the same tutorial as last time for? Yeah, we're gonna do everything. My plan is to basically do every vocation from about from level 8 to like level 600. So I'll include all the 600-ish spots. That the 10 places past 600 that people unlock at like level 800, 1000 and stuff, solo places. I'll probably just try and borrow a character from someone to record. But in addition to all the places, I'm also going to be doing like generic level guide, level 8 to level 100 or something like that. But that's still a while away. Focusing on Sorcerer first, though. What reasoning by combat mastery level 2 plus T1 eco? I don't know that there was much reasoning there. I was just trying to assign combat mastery to 2, and then I thought, oh, what about if I have 100 levels more? I wouldn't really focus on that wheel too much. Min level 2. Have you tried combat mastery? So you're saying you have better results with min level 2 and combat mastery 0 than you do with combat mastery T2 and min level 1. I'm gonna have to test that because I don't. People are wondering whether the T2 bonus on Exorient is better than combat mastery as a whole. Maybe it is offensively, but I don't think it is defensively. So maybe it depends on the spot. Drome on this little guy? No, no, no. No Drome. I don't like Drome. I hate Drome. I've only been doing Drome on the monk because it was so easy to just get free potions for free, right? Unless I can like guarantee top 5 and finish, I just don't bother with Drome because I don't like the gameplay loop. New video every day. That's the plan. Yep. For the foreseeable future, I'm going to be doing a video every day on the Sorcerer. I already have 15 places ready to go. Today, I have 3 more that I want to do today. One of those is Peninsula Tomb. Unfortunately, Stalker is boosted, but I think that doesn't affect raw experience. I think we're still good to go for Peninsula Tomb. This is why we're on Craftman, even though Stalker is boosted. I think it's okay. It's not like he's going to affect profit that much. Then I've got Liberty Bay Worms. Once we unlock the Death Beam and Kralos Ogres. What plays you upload today? Today is going to be Upper Spike. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be Mother of Scarab's Lair -3, the one with like scarabs, mummies, and bone beasts. The day after, it's going to be Laguna Islands with blood crabs. And that's all I've got uploaded to YouTube. After that, let me just check my things that I've got recorded already. Then the next 11 is Dryad Gardens in Cormea, Stone Refiners, Coram Sport Hope, Chore Lizards, Zombies with Explosion Rune. That was kind of fun. Someone suggested I try Explosion Rune at Zombies Treasure Island, and I did. Not amazing, but kind of fun. So I did do it, and it's actually kind of okay. Then we've got Lion's Rock, Mob of Scarab's Lair, actual Ancient Scarab Place, Middle Spike, Nibelor Crystal Spiders, Yalahar Cults, and Port Hope Water Elementals. And in addition to this, we've got these 3 more that I want to do today. That's going to get us up to like level 80, and then we're going to be doing level 80 stuff. Is it just me, or does Vistan suck on low-level mages? It's hard to make work. What I strongly recommend, Cherky, if you haven't already, pick up the lightning spell. You get it at level 55. I've been playing around with it today. And in my opinion, lightning is definitely better than the beam at the very least. And potentially even better than the energy wave on low levels when you hit in like 2-3 monsters with the waves and beams anyway. Middle Spike still the best? Yes. Middle Spike still the best. Second best was Port Hope Water Elementals, and third best was Ancient Scarabs. No Edron Wear things. Not on this level. I do have it for higher level, but not on this level. Italian. Doesn't change roll, but it's faster spawn rate. Right. But if I go Peninsula bottom floor, presumably I'm going to have full respawn anyway. So I still don't think it's going to really affect it that way. Sunken Quarter 150 EK. Yeah, on EK definitely much better. I tried Ancient Scarabs yesterday on 30 plus Druid. On 30 plus Druid. Well, I'm impressed. Yeah, matrabom. How should the rotation be? My energy rotation right now is lightning, fire wave, energy wave. So your rotation is double fire wave, which is converted to energy, once lightning and once energy wave. I think you don't use energy beam ever until you don't use it as part of your regular rotation until you get beam mastery. Until then, you only use the energy beam as like a single target finisher because it's the highest hitting spell. So if I have one monster on the screen like a bone beast, then I'll line up for it and I'll beam it and I'll one shot it. Other than that, I don't use energy beam. Lightning cozy, but could be used better jump range. Yes, I thought that too. I feel like they increased the jump range on the monk chain penance, but forgot to increase the jump range on lightning, which could also definitely benefit from it. Yes, it's a little awkward. Hey, Antari, hello. How good would lightning be on a level 260 ms? Still good. I think lightning is definitely better than energy beam until you get beam mastery and the wider beams. Like you have to hit, like if you hit 2 targets with the beam, that's about the same power level as lightning. But like you never hit 3 targets with the beam, like unless you're team hunting, you never hit 3 targets with the beam, and even 2 when solo hunting on this level is pretty hard. I think I would say on in my experience, energy beam, I hit like 1.2 targets on average, maybe. So lightning is definitely better. The increased jump range, but increase the initial range from which you can cast it. Yeah, ridiculous, ridiculous. All right, I feel like we should slowly start doing some content. I've been standing in depot for 15 minutes now talking, which is fun, but I do have Falcons on my Paladin at 2 p.m. in 45 minutes. So anyway, first bit of the stream, I actually will try and record. I will actually try and record Peninsula Tomb, Depot Warrior. I know. What is the best spot for EXP now on 220D? Probably Gazer Spectres. Maybe Book World. Don't know. I haven't done it yet, dude. I don't know. As free H3 RP, should I focus on max profit to get the equipment faster? I think you should probably focus on a mix, right? Choose a spot which is both good experience and good profit. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go for like the top tier experience that leads like no profit. I'd try and combine the two. I don't think I'd be going out my way for profit, hunting something really, really garbage just for profit. Anyway, all right, let me hit start recording on my OBS, and let's start going to Peninsula Tomb. So now for the next 15 minutes or so, I am going to try and Cherky, thank you for the 3-month free sub. Thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, now for the next 15 minutes, I will try and actually hunt Peninsula properly. Bear with me. Still read chat though, should be easy enough. Any comments on yesterday's news and predictions for last season? Oh yeah, yesterday we had the news drop. I think it's very cool. I think the boss screen system, very, very cool. I would love it if they expanded it to more bosses. I think that's a very interesting system. I'm all for it. But knowing Tipsoft, it's only going to be a thing for all the future bosses, which is a shame. But at least there's that. Seems like it's going to be great long-term content. May keep going on. Thank you. Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, it's. I mean, this is only the first vocation, right? We've got 5, so yeah, I do expect to be to be going for a while. It's all about manipulation. Yeah, I don't know what that could be. There's them to change weapon element. So finally, axe, sword, and club are the same. Would 2.2 mil raw with 1 mil profit be a good compromise? I think that's pretty low experience. I'm sure you can get better profit than that somewhere. Maybe, no? I don't know, Sander. I don't remember. Well, I think Bookworld is probably going to be better experience, much better experience, and probably similar profit or better. ED is simply the best comfy vocation. Yep. I'm really looking forward to my comfy playthrough. That was going to be great for streaming too. Streaming ED is going to be so easy, dude. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm just going to run through this level, by the way, because I have boost and very little stamina, so I don't actually want to be killing stuff until I get to the bottom floor. I tried Gaze Spectre as ED270. It's good, but to get good XP, you got to make some very sketchy pulls. Someone was telling me they hunted their own level 100 Druid with a Death Prey solo, and we're doing like 3 KK raw. So I'm going to be trying that as well. There's a new monk rotation. Is the XP increase? Okay. I haven't played the monk at all, so no, I haven't tested anything. To what level you'll be leveling these characters from low levels? Well, I want to cover the 8 to 600 range, so basically up to like 600. All right, we just reaching the lowest level, so let me just make sure I'm ready for the recording. Let's go here, reset. All right, and we go. And we go. Let's try and do, 15 minutes. This was the one case there where I use beam still. Like if you have like a single target monster, you can still use beam, no problem. But I don't use it otherwise. It's very high base damage, but it's just way too much of a pain in the ass to aim when solo hunting. Oh, and my helmet. Gotta get my helmet on for that leech. I only have one imbue too, because I'm trying to, I want to avoid people being all like, oh, full imbue on level 50. Nobody could afford that. Unrealistic. So we're just not we're not even using more than one imbue. I do have a dwarven armor with earth resistance, but I only use that one at middle spike and at ancient scarabs. Yes, I'm doing my best to give people as few excuses as possible when it comes to watching the videos. I'm going to struggle a little bit to read the comments for a little bit. I'll do my best, but I want to focus on this actual guide content I'm going to try and make from this video. Use imbues on all my lower level characters. Yeah, I know it's so comfortable, but a lot. Oh shit! A lot of people who watch my videos are more on the beginner side of things, so they can't afford it. I do think at least one imbue is basically a must-have, but yeah, I've already. Should I not go directly to Ancient Scarabs? Yes, if I was PGing on a new server, not if I'm recording for YouTube. And I've already been to Ancient Scarabs, already got it recorded. It's also only the third best place, so it's not even like Ancient Scarabs are like that good. And they're very comfy and nice for double task too. Siema, Burokus. I'm missing one spell. Are you using a chain or something? What is this spell? Yeah, this is a new spell called, well, it's not a new spell. It's an existing spell called Lightning. It was added in like Tibia 8.6, but in the rebalance, they made it hit 3 targets instead of just 1. So it's a little chain that the MS has now. We still use runes, obviously. Like, not every situation lets you skip runes. But I try to use fewer runes for sure. I should have saved UE for this room. My bad. Feels a bit like the first monk days. Kind of. Yeah, it's kind of like 4 new vocations dropped, right? Sure. How is MP? I don't know what you mean. Hello. Hello, Felipe. Thank you. I think on an MS, you're probably okay to just use runes until all the way up until like level 120. I think you can honestly skip spells until 120 and there won't be any difference. It's not any better. It's not any better than before. Like just using runes is simpler, pretty much same results, so you can skip it. At least those have been my findings. But you know, I am trying to play around with the new rebalance vocation, but I do think majority of people will probably just be all right. Just using runes on low level MS until 120. Death Echo definitely changes things because Death Echo is incredible. But until then, yeah, maybe you just use one spell, like maybe just use Fire Wave if you're hunting something where the Fire Wave is good. Maybe you just use Lightning. Not sure, but yeah, generally you don't. I don't think you really need to be using that many spells on low level MS. MS project is really cool. Yeah, I mean this is first of many. We'll be doing every vocation like this. WASD, of course. Yeah, WASD. I think I'm going to skip the 2 Rubens to the north because there's too much of a backtrack afterwards. Anyway, Peninsula is really good, but it does have a bit of a backtrack into it, which I don't always love. But still a good respawn, of course. But it is a little worse than it was in the past. Like I think it is a little too much backtracking these days. Ah. Nice wave. Hey, chatter. Hello. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I would like tips off to remove bonus stamina and just leave 100%. How about just make everything 150? Yes, yes. I do miss waves. I'm still not like fully used. I'm still trying to figure out an optimal hotkey setup for myself. I still haven't got it. Still haven't quite figured out the setup. By the way, this wand is really good. You get 6 mana gain on hit, and you get 20 mana on kill. So in a place like this where I'm killing hundreds of creatures, there's like crazy mana sustain from it. Of course, not as good as T1. Not as good as a T1 Spike Sword with 2 powerful imbues, but it's close enough. Aye, wrong hotkey. There we go. I UE'd when I didn't want to UE. I'm still trying to get used to the hotkeys. Oh well. How many lastings rod would I use on a new ED to be comfy? Oh, definition of comfy differs. I only have 61 magic level here. That's like 1, or maybe even less than 1 lasting rod. I don't know. I think like getting like 60 magic level to start with is definitely sufficient. Then once you hit like level 150, you can do a little bit more. Maybe. Ultimately, you do want to have like magic level 80 or so. But that doesn't need to happen at this level yet. I just got my magic level up to 62. What vocation do I like the most? I don't know at the moment. I expect that Druid or Paladin probably going to be the most comfy for me and most fun, but we shall see. At what level will you try Bursters? 275, I guess, because I want to have the Death Echo there, so I can go Fire Wave, Death Echo rotation. I want to have the 4-second Death Echo for that. Ah. Offline training for magic level is bad. Yep. I'm confused about which spell is next in their rotation, unfortunately, because I'm not used enough to this rotation. I feel like it's going to be one, but then it's a different spell, and then I wave nothing. You'll have to excuse me. Yes, I activated Buffer. I activated Buffer on my main MS 3 times, I think. And on this guy once. On this guy, I activated it on Upper Spike. That's where the Khorims are. I just got spanked by Khorim, the middle one, Skirmishers. They actually hit a lot. When you have a HP pool of like 300 and they hit for like 160 with the melee, yeah, they actually kind of hurt. So I activated Buffer there and survived. So thank you, Buffer. Very cool. And I'm getting like low HP screenshots basically all the time because I'm pushing it, right? Now I feel like you can really push the respawns and you get a low health screenshot. So what? Doesn't matter. You still had plenty of survivability to go, right? So you can really, really play in a more fun way. Have we been in this room yet? No. All right. How are we doing? 440 raw. So it's, yeah, this respawn, like, it's good. It's fine. But, you know, it's nowhere near like the top tier respawns. This used to be like the go-to, like really, really good respawn. Because you could just come here with runes and stuff. But it's all right, but nothing special, you know? You can do almost twice as much experience at middle spike. So why would you really come here? And middle spike now with buffer, also not that difficult. Nowhere near as difficult as it used to be. Uh-oh. Oh, someone's here. What? Someone just came in here, dude. Wow, I cannot believe it. Just as I'm finishing the hunt. Oh, well. RP is going to be after Sorcerer, so probably a little while away still. 2-3 months. Stone Refiners in Venor better? No, Stone Refiner is cap out like 300k raw. Stone Refiner is not very good. I mean, they're fine on like level 30 or whatever, but... All right, I finished the recording here. I got what I wanted. I really don't think this respawn is that good. And the profit is actually not that great. The profit here, you know, for the past few years was okay when Vampire Teeth were worth quite a lot. But Vampire Teeth now are worth like 800 gold. So there's not even anything that profitable here. So yeah, Peninsula, okay. But I wouldn't exactly recommend it as like some really, really good spot anymore. Is RP still good? Yes, RP and Sorcerer are probably the two best ones. All right, I want to hit level 66 before the next spot, which will be the Liberty Bay worms. So we can go. Bestiary or hunt. I was recording a video for a guide. Worms are boring as hell. Yeah, it's just 15 minutes. Gotta get it recorded. It's gonna be different with the Death Beam, at least. A little bit different. I don't have a ranking of vocations. Every vocation's great now, except Monk. I hate that I have to say it every time. Just play what tickles your fancy and everything is fine. Except Monk. All right. We've got Peninsula. I guess we can go Ancient Scarabs for a bit. And I was leveling my monk every time I check spawn list and saw worm insta skip. Yeah, I don't find it very fun. But it's some people do because of how simple it is, right? There is a subset of the player base where just shooting SD's single target at a monster is like peak gameplay experience, right? They love that shit. Not for me so much, but some people like it. So that guide's gonna be for them, you know. Both beams deal same damage. Yep, same damage exactly. So you just use the one depending on your stance. If you're in energy stance, use the energy beam so that you get the extra crit chance. And if you're in death stance, use the death beam so you get the extra crit damage. The infamous assassin star guy. You mean Valkyrie Huntress? Come on, put some respect on his/her name. Also the best vocation for you? No, it's the first vocation we're playing. Doesn't make it the best vocation for me. In fact, as a streamer, I think it's probably going to be the worst vocation for me. I find Sorcerer definitely it's definitely going to be the most demanding vocation with regards to focus. Which means it's not great for streaming, especially the kind of streaming that I do, where I really do try and talk to people and read every comment and respond and think about what I'm talking about. It's quite hard. It's quite hard with Sorcerer, I think. So that's a little annoying, but we'll do the content. And if I was solo gaming off stream, then yeah, Sorcerer would be very fun, but it does require quite a lot of focus, so not great for streaming. Every other vocation, Monk is still somewhat demanding, but Druid solo, Paladin solo, and EK solo, dream for streaming, I think. All right, we go in Ancient Scarabs for a bit, just to get level 66. Should take like 10 minutes. Oh, we're out of boost and 20 minutes stamina. Woo! Monk now compared to Monk pre-rebalance, pretty pog. Yep, exactly. That's the point, right, Antari? I still think Monk is better, right? People acting like Monk's been nerfed and stuff in the rebalance. I don't think so, right? It's better. It's just not really that much better. And everybody else is like blasting away, having fun, right? So it's painful. It's painful. Stealth nerf to AA damage. Yeah. I'd like to get some confirmation from Tipsoft on that. Which spot you tested on MS is the most chill? Most chill for me is always going to be a fire rotation spot, because then I can go fire wave, Death Echo. Death Echo, fire wave, rotation is very, very comfy. So I think something like Wintercore, maybe Wintercore, where you can just go fire into Death Echo, was very comfortable, very fun. So something like that. If you have to use the energy rotation, it's a little bit more involved. And the death rotation is pretty okay too. I have lost some EXP on same spots as a monk. It's surprising to me. It's surprising. Yeah, maybe the AA nerf has been significant. Don't know. I don't really like the energy rotation. Yeah, so death is my favorite rotation. Energy is okay. It's powerful, but yeah, you need two hotkeys for the energy rotation, which is the main problem. You know, we're so used to the multi-action buttons now that two hotkeys is like, woo. But yeah, the fire and the death rotations are very comfortable. Pain in the ass without beam mastery? Yeah. It's not very good without beam mastery. You kind of want to use lightning instead. All right, let's get this level. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Come on. How is someone hunting here? God damn it. God damn it, Kalanta. Getting too popular. Let me just update my hotkeys. Let's check if someone is actually here or if they left already. There are some bodies, but full respawn. I don't know. Oh. I was trying to cast UE, but I didn't have enough mana. Here we are. What is it? Level 66 EK. Fuck it, I'll go level above, even though I'm going to run out of respawn immediately. Oh. Invade? Ah. Honestly, he should go up here because 66 EK can't manage up here. But it's all right. It's all right. Let's not be too toxic today. Are you using auto aim for waves? Nope. I'd use on cursor if they implemented that. I would use that, but no. I do not use auto aim. Hello. Little baby sorcerer. Yep. He shouldn't be hunting Lion's Rock. Yeah, maybe he wants some tasks though, right? I would like to stay here until I finish my Ancient Scarab task. I have 156 out of 250. So I need 100 more. So we'll definitely stay here to do the Ancient Scarab task. Not that I'm particularly worried about the Grizzly Adams tasks, but I do want to get the shortcuts, right? I do want to get the shortcuts to Benuta and stuff. Sorcerer has chain now. He has one chain, yep. Unlocked at level 55. It's a 3-target chain. So it's not, it's not very good. But it is actually kind of interesting for low level. I think the goal was by Tipsoft to use it until before you get beam mastery. So they didn't want to. They recognize that the energy beam is not so good, or the death beam with one single wave. So they gave us this lightning, which is better than the beam until you upgrade the beam at level 300 or something. Oh, by the way, level 65. So I'm going to upgrade to wave 1 of Defiance. This one's good because it gets 30 mana on kill and proficiency free. So that's what I want. Yes, I'm not just leveling, people. I'm not just leveling. I'm going through literally the whole spectrum of spots. At level 66, we'll be going to Liberty Bay Worms with the Death Beam and see how that performs at Worms. Although I don't imagine it's going to be that much better, to be honest, because Sudden Death Rune has 150 base power and the Beam has 170. So yeah, it's going to be a little better, but ultimately it's not going to be much better than just running around with SDs, right? The change spell is called Lightning. Do you think charm priority has changed after the rebalance for all vocations? Definitely changed for Sorcerer. First, Sorcerer should definitely prioritize crit charms. Those are very good. All right, I'm not going to have enough respawn here, so I'm going to be a small bit toxic. Like, that dude does not need the full respawn, so maybe we'll be taking this room at least, you know? He doesn't need the full floor, so we can maybe steal this one room. I'm sure he won't mind. There we go. This is a pretty good spot for a low-level EK anyways. I used to come here, but I usually come here at level 70 on an EK once you have Ixori Min, and you do actually do very good results. Comparable to what a mage would do, because you're like, you know, two-shotting all these Ancient Scarabs. You do have to be careful with your HP pool, because your healing isn't quite as good as a Sorcerer, but still, pretty good. I forgot to put my Werewolf Amulet on. That's Haram. You gotta live at Lion's Rock. It's the only worthy spot of a low level sorcerer, low level EK. God damn, it's almost 2 o'clock already. I have my Falcons on the Paladin. We need 70 more Ancient Scarabs, and then I'm gonna leave. Yeah, Paladin. I haven't been on the Paladin at all yet, so we're gonna have to set up the hotkeys and everything. Probably won't be hunting that much on the Paladin. Just the one hunt, just to get a feel for it. Falcons got to be Divine, right? Divine Defiance and the Holy Barrage. Utito is better almost everywhere. Interesting. But, you know, on my Paladin, I might prefer to have a little bit of defense at Falcons on low level, right? That's all. I would probably prefer that 15% dodge. Yeah, we'll go with the Divine Defiance and Holy Barrage at Falcons. See how it goes. Guy still here? Yeah, it looks like he's still here. Okay, all right. Fine. I hope you didn't miss you answered the previous question. What was your previous question? Let me scroll up. Oh, there you go. There's your question. Good day, Kuznia. I just started a new druid, currently 34, doing upper spike. At level 50-ish, should I go SD worms or do I go middle spike for best PG? Yeah, you go middle spike. If you want best PG, you basically do what you have always done. Nothing's changed in that level range. Level 50, ideally get yourself a dwarven armor with earth protection, and then you go middle spike or here. Alternatively, another really good spot. Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say another really good spot is Water Elementals Port Hope, and it is, but for Sorcerer, it's not really good for Druid because you don't have any energy spells. Yeah, for you, for a 50 Druid, your two spots are either here or middle spike. I keep using the wrong hotkey. I'm not used to my hotkeys, dude. I'm not used to my hotkeys at all. I switch them all around. for the waving playstyle. I keep missing shit. It's so embarrassing. I'm sorry. Hello, Bart. Hello. Full boxing catacombs at 395? Really? Pretty crazy. Enjoy it while it lasts, I guess. Are the most boring 2H in Nimisats? It is pretty boring there after you get used to the respawn. It was very fun at the start, but yes, it's pretty boring. I mean, anything in this game gets boring if you do it for 100 hours. Water elemental with Earth Fork should be okay. Well, first of all, that at that point you level 80 to get Earth Fork. So water elementals are no longer that good at level 80 because there's not that much density. At level 80, if you've got Earth Fork and that's all you got, I would rather go like Liberty Bay Quarries or something. That's going to be better experience. And anyways, I was always under the impression that water elementals were strong or immune to Earth, but that could have been just my imagination. Might not be the case. Not sure. Yes, it's good on the MS. On MS, it's better than here. I went there today on this MS. I didn't do the massive water elementals, though. I just did the floor above with the Quarras and the regular water elementals. And I was doing about 700k raw, which is better than Ancient Scarabs. Then better even than this floor. Right now, obviously, I'm doing pretty bad because the other guy's hunting here, but... So I can't actually hunt here. Immune to earth, ice, and fire. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. So you can't hunt water elementals as a druid, right? That's what I thought. Don't know. So that one doesn't really work for druid. I mean, you can go there and just throw thunderstorms, I suppose. But at that point, probably not worth it, anyways. Can I skip Grizzly Adams task? Sure, you can, but you do want them to at least get the shortcuts. Get the shortcuts for, you know, Banuta, Asuras, stuff like that. So I like to get like 40 points. I don't know if that's when you unlock the final shortcut, but it's pretty easy anyways, right? I mean, I'll be hunting some like Lizard City for sure to get some high class lizards. I'll be hunting some Quarras for some Quarras, hunting some Ancient Scarabs, Bone Beasts. I mean, it's very, very simple to just pick up a few tasks here and there, and you will get enough points to get your shortcuts. That's all. I don't care about like the Mordras access or the demon task or whatever because I never do it anyways. As long as I've got all the boat shortcuts, you know, I'm pretty happy. I think it's 20 points for shortcuts. That's it. Well, even easier then, right? Even easier. But at 40, maybe you get the ability to like sell quite a lot of the trophies. Maybe I'm not sure. I usually get 40. I don't know. Maybe 20. Even 20 is enough. Good game tonight. The other night between Croatia and England. I didn't watch it. It was 4-2 in the end. I think. Right. I was not expecting so many goals from England, but yeah, it's coming home. England is going to win. England is going to win it all. 50-year anniversary, 60-year anniversary of their previous win, I believe. How many points do you get from each task? It depends on the task. Ancient Scarabs and Bone Beasts, I believe it's 3 for Ancient Scarab and 2 for Bone Beast. So when I hand them in, that'll be 5 points. I think. Refill Werewolf Amulet. I need to kill 10 more Ancient Scarabs, and then my respawn on Nevia is available in 4 minutes. So hopefully we can run back to depot real quick and relog. Jug Seal at 5/5 raw? Okay. At that level, that's very nice. What do you think about all the monk drama? I don't know. I feel like if so many people complain, there must be something to it, maybe. But I don't really want to comment too much because I haven't been playing it, right? So I don't really know. I do think there's a little bit of being over dramatic, though. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying overall. Like, I get that it sucks to see everybody else having so much fun, but I don't think the monk is quite as bad as people would have you believe on the forum. Do you miss anything about England? Not really. I miss easy and cheap prawns. That's something I miss for sure. Unfortunately, I live in Wrocław, south of Poland, so we don't have access to the sea. And prawns are expensive and usually frozen. Whereas in the UK, you can get nice fresh prawns in like every shop. It's nice. Greg's? I was never Greg's customer. I still need 3% to level 7k. All right, let's kill a few more so we actually get the level as well. Because then we've got 66, which is exactly what I wanted anyways for the death beam. Let's clear the floor below. That should be enough, I think. I'm almost out of supplies too. All right, let's clear this level here. I have 7 manas. I'm a little concerned here. Let's pop UE. Here we go. All right, we good. Let's get out. NGFBs and 6 manas left. And there we go. Great death beam. We got it. We can go worms afterwards. After the Paladin. First we're going on Paladin. Where did you live in the UK? I lived in Stoke, then I studied in Birmingham, and then I worked in London. So those were the 3 cities I lived in. Let's create a vocation after 25 years, and after a year we make it the weakest one. Based, to be honest, based. Missing the old Kuznia EK guides. Yep. Well, they're all a little bit dated, I would say, actually. I find them a little dated whenever I see them. So I'm kind of looking forward to remaking them with the benefit of experience, right? Over the years. So hopefully they're going to be better than ever. Sorry about the Outlook reminder. I feel like Fork EXPing with Druid is more chill. No kidding, dude. It's the most chill thing you've got in this game right now. Good morning, Hogux. Hello. Birmingham. Well, I went to university there. I went to University of Birmingham, which has a huge, nice campus, like just a little bit in the suburbs, I suppose, a little bit to the out of the center, and it was very nice, very lovely, actually, very beautiful campus. So I had a very good time there. RP or EK now for solo? Either. There's not much difference. What degree? I studied mathematics. Hello. Hello, Madzalek. All right, let's reload quickly before we lose the spot on Nevia. All right, here we go. Here we go. I have not EXP'd on this Paladin in so long. I don't even have the imbues on the Crypt Spine. We'll have to get that imbued. Crit. Void. Vamp. Okay, intricate, powerful. Do I have gold tokens? I do. Okay, perfect. Let me just quickly trade a bit. High trade, void, intricate, yes. Trade, vampires and powerful. Trade, strike, intricate. All right. One, two, three. Okay. Do I need a elemental protection on? Oh, I can't actually put energy protection on the gnome arm anyway, right? So never mind. Okay. Do I have any bounty, any praise? Nope. All right. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get some diamond. Your mana was refilled. What did I just use? I used the consecrated beef. I started typing diamond, but my depot didn't open. So I pressed M, which is my mana item hotkey. God damn it. Even Crypto is better than Soul Bleeder. Now I do, yeah. F food. It was just there. It was just the NPC food. It was just the NPC food, though. It was the one from, yeah, when you get the magic level food. It was the mana from that one, 3k mana. It's okay. It's all right. Chill. Just graduated data science and now I'm starting with applying. Good luck. Appropriate name. Appropriate name for a data scientist. Are you going to do a small hunt like this for all the vocations as you play through Sorcerer? Maybe. Actually, no, probably not for all vocations. I don't actually have other vocations. I have a Paladin and I have a Sorcerer, right? So because I expected those to be the first ones that I'll play, so I had those ready. Got a Gorehorn. Do I hand that in? I've already got 16, so maybe not. Do I need spirits or great manas? Just because I haven't hunted here in so long, I'm just gonna go spirits. Okay, I'm just going straight spirits because I'm rusty. Okay, very rusty. Do I have a pendulate? Do I have yes, looks like I have a pendulate. Okay, I have a pendulate and I have an alicorn ring. Okay, I do have everything I need. Let me get some more ultimates. I'm going falcons. But yeah, I was just saying I'm not gonna play on everybody because I don't have other characters. I have a ready at Paladin and Sorcerer because that's who I wanted to play with. The other vocations aren't quite ready to play. Okay, charms. Divine Wrath on the Knight, from what I remember. And whatever on the Paladin, right? Doesn't matter. Let's go freeze. Okay. Let's go. Oh, hotkey. I need a hotkey. I need the new spell. And the stances. Yeah, I don't even have the hotkeys yet anyway. Okay, let me see. So let's go for the attack abilities first. Divine Barrage. F-roll Barrage. Oh, shit, I just deleted something off my hotkeys. By accident. Never mind. It was one of the trinkets. And I want the stances, right? And the wheel. Where's the stances? Divine Defiance. And Sharpshooter. There we go. All right. Let me get my multi-action. Where's my multi-action? There. I have it on 2. Oh, it needs to be. It's not even a multi-action because I haven't even played this vocations since multi-action was added. Here we go. 1, 2. I need to make it on target, right? Or should we go easy mode on? No, should we go target? Let's go cursor position, right? Okay, so I've got that. Runes. Don't need runes anymore. Oh, God bless. No more runes. Oh, look, let me get rid of all of those. Bye-bye runes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now I just need a wheel. You won't need spirits? Well, we'll see. We'll see. I first hunt on the Paladin in like a year, so... All right. So wheel. I guess I just go T2 Divine Barrage, right? I just do this. I think so. Then get like get a bit more health. That's it, right? Just T2 Divine Barrage. And get some more health in there. Did you do deliveries on this one in the meantime? Yeah, I did. I mean, I did this one on Monday before the rebalance. But yeah, I'm planning to do deliveries on this one too. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Now I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready, boys. Oh, XP boost. Let me pick that up. Okay, so I wasn't ready, quite ready. Let me get that shrine, and then I'm definitely ready. May as well get the 30-minute shrine. Convenient. All right. Using double barrage and one hotkey for chitin is quite good. We'll test stuff out. I'm wondering which vocation will be... I wonder which vocation would be more fun to play, EK or RP after rebalance. They're all fun, dude. All fun. You just need... It just purely depends on what you like. They're all going to be fun. All very good. Share Magdalski. What do you think about Ballistic Mastery and Paladin instead of Divine Caldera upgrade? Yeah, people have been saying it's good. I've never had high enough of a level to really test it out. So I don't. Ballistic Mastery and positional tactics and stuff. I'm not the guy to ask because I haven't had Paladin. This is the highest level Paladin I've ever had, so I'm not much of a Paladin gamer. Do you think they're going to nerf some vocations in the near future? I do. I do think that. Okay. All right. Now let me focus for a few minutes. A few minutes. This is first time Paladin. First time Paladin, effectively. Let's see how it goes. Got charms, got praise. Ooh, do I have... I think I forgot potions. Oh, no, I have them. I have them here. Let me remake a hotkey for them, though. I want 10 hotkey. All right. We've got Divine Defiance. Oh, all right. Let's go. Ah. All right, all right, all right, all right. Wrong stances? I don't think so. Not for Falcons on this level. Are you doing Holy Penetration proficiency? I don't yet have proficiency. I think I have maybe proficiency 3. I think I do have Holy Penetration. Yeah, I have proficiency 3, and yes, I have Holy Penetration in there. Okay. RP just feels weaker than everyone. Okay. All right. It's so easy to hit all the arrows. 1,700 arrows per hour. Kuznia incoming. I do need some potions though. I don't think this is zero supplies on this, zero potions on this level. On like 800 or something, it probably would be, but not at this level. You were baiting me. Maybe in the Utito stance, I'd be using fewer supplies because I'd be leeching more, but it's never a zero supply hunt. Of course. I discount arrows from the calculation. Gain some serious loot luck though. Already 3 mastermind shields and a heavy mace. The profit's all right. Yeah, it's so much comfier than back in the day with the runes. No doubt about that. Oh, and Demon Bone Amulet. That is some streamer luck. That is some streamer luck, friends. Patrick, yes. Exactly. The bonuses in proficiency or in augment apply to the original unconverted element of a spell. So if you have fire damage bonus in the tree, then that will affect the fire wave that is converted into a different element. Yes. It works on a base element, indeed. What level to hunt falcons now as RP? I'm 450 with Crypt Spine. I think you could probably make it work. I have charms, which helps a little bit, but I don't think I have all that much more power than a 450 paladin. I would probably say 400 plus. If you've got your alicorns and stuff, then probably you can hunt falcons. I may be using more supplies than necessary. Like, this is literally my first Paladin hunt since the Monk came out. I haven't played this Paladin, haven't hunted on this Paladin since the Monk came out. So do keep that in mind. And it's Rebalance on top of it, so I am definitely a little rusty. This game wants you to hunt Raw Britters and Taria. Well, that's not a bad thing. Certainly a good respawn these days for a Monk. It's like the only respawn where you can probably match the numbers of other vocations. I mean, other vocations still probably do more at Raw Britters, but I've seen some videos of like Paladins doing that very well now. Paladino Gaming, just trying it, just seeing what's up. People have been asking for me to play a little bit of Paladin, so I'm trying it. The results at the moment don't seem much better than, you know, a year ago when I was hunting Falcons a year ago. I'm pretty sure I was doing about 6 raw anyway. Now, admittedly, I am very, very rusty, and I'm sure that if I hunted here for a few hours and got myself comfortable, I'd probably be doing better. But first arrow missed. It's 8 minutes in. Easy gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay is much more chill, for sure. I mean, no runes is just such a huge bonus. I'm definitely going to enjoy playing Paladin. But I'm actually really looking forward to the Druid playthrough as well. The Fork Gaming, oh my god. And I hear that the Strong Ice Wave is very, very nice as well now. Prime sub, thank you. Thank you so much, Azazel. Azazel87. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thank you for the Prime. Have you studied English or do you live abroad? I lived in the UK for 13 years. Got dual nationality. I did move back in 2018. Don't you think now when EKs can use GMPs, Monks and Palis should be able to use GHPs? Sure, I guess. I mean, that would be even better for like some low supply stuff, right? Maybe. Život Brianna! Thank you. Thank you for the 2-month sub. I see you sent a message with it. Let me read it in just a minute. Do you think there will be some nerfs? And what do you think they will nerf? I do think, in all honesty, I do think that there will be some adjustments. Also, especially based on what Liamas said, I think yesterday, about like monitoring and making the game healthy for the long term. If you don't know corporate speak, then yeah, I think we should all be a little worried. Now, as to what I expect that they will hit, I would not be surprised if they nerf imbues, maybe. I would not be surprised if they lower leech values on the Void and Vampirism, for example. Now that everyone hits so much harder, that could be one way to nerf some of the economy impacts. I wouldn't be surprised to see some imbue power nerfs, potentially. The alternative is just lowering the damages across the board. And if they were to lower the damages, it would basically be all abilities. Around a Paladin, they could nerf the stances a bit, plus nerf the base damages of the new spells. On EK, they could nerf the damage on Ixori Gran, Ixori Min, the combat mastery bonus. On Sorcerer, they could nerf the beams a bit. Nerf gold? I don't think so. I mean, maybe as part of it, they will also nerf gold, but I don't think that's going to be it. DD on ED chains? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, the playstyle is supposed to be forks. I think if they're gonna nerf their forks, it's gonna be base damage. Maybe increased mana cost. Yeah, they could increase mana costs as well on a lot of abilities. If people aren't using supplies, you know, I think that's actually pretty likely one. I think they're quite likely gonna increase mana costs across the board on abilities. So yeah, do expect that. For the druid forks, I think they're gonna lower the damage maybe a little bit. I hope they don't nerf them functionally. I hope they don't nerf the jump range, because it's kind of really ass with a lower jump range. The jump range is what makes it good. Like, if you take away the jump range, then you're back to druid using runes everywhere. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I will see. I think there's going to be a lot of different areas that they may want to hit with nerfs. Do you think they will buff monks? I don't think they will immediately buff monks. I think they will just not nerf monks. I think what's going to be happening for the next few weeks is they're going to be adjusting other vocations, seeing if nerfing other vocations will be sufficient to equalize the playing field and make vocations at, you know, the same level. I don't think they're going to be buffing monks at the same time as they nerf other vocations. They may do some bug fixes for the monk. I think there's a few bugs that are affecting the monk right now, and they may fix those, which is like an indirect buff, I suppose. But I don't think they'll be like lowering the damage on EK and Paladin and Sorcerer spells while they'll be increasing the damage on the monk spells. I don't think so. I think they may end up buffing monks eventually, but only once they're happy with all the other vocations, of all the other vocation nerfs, I would say. Are Paladins stronger or weaker after the update? Of course they're stronger. Of course, on the whole, they're stronger and much more comfortable. For MS, what would you recommend as Hunt? 400? I don't know. Bookworld, Were Tigers. No, Bookworld probably too easy now. Falcons, Were Tigers. I haven't actually leveled through that range just yet. You can get some ideas from Tibia Pal, though. I don't remember exactly what was like the best. I do imagine Falcons on a 400 MS is probably going to be pretty good. Last time I checked, they would ruin Diamond Arrow and create weak elemental area arrows. I don't think they're going to ruin Diamond Arrows. I don't think they're going to touch Diamond Arrows as part of the nerf for Paladins. Maybe increase the cost. Again, I don't think so. That really screws over low levels. Is it updated Tibia Power? Yeah, the Sorcerer website, yeah. It doesn't have all the values populated yet, but the respawns for each level is there, so you can try out a couple of spots. I don't yet have all the values, of course. That's going to take months to years to get everything values-wise populated. Is solo druid now better than solo monk? I think so. I mean, they've got like a superior chain, right? I mean, the forks are just like straight up better chains, no? Uh-huh. And they've also got like a big spender, like the UE. It's almost like a big spender for the monk too. Nope. Boxed in. Ah! Yeah, it's definitely feels pretty good. The Paladin. Results wise, it's hard for me to say because I'm very rusty. And anyways, when I'm streaming, then it's always the results a little bit unreliable. But yeah, definitely feels very nice, and I'm definitely gonna have a nice playthrough on the Paladin. I can see it getting a little bit boring though after a while. Now that I think of it, go around pressing literally one hotkey. Well, two, I suppose, for healing too. Shema, Caesar. Thank you for the prime sub. Thank you. Shema. Jinky. Do you think casual 480 monk without charms will handle falcons right now? In full best in slot? Yes. The casual, I don't know what you mean by a casual. If you mean like a casual average player, then maybe it's going to be a little bit hard. I still think it's probably doable. At 500, you get your sanguine legs with built-in energy protection. 500 definitely, once you've got your sanguine trousers, but you could try it. It shouldn't be too bad. Give me that one button rotation all day, every day. But what about skill expression, bro? How will everybody know what a great player you are? You just have one skill rotation. Now you can flex that you're a sorcerer player. Oh, look at me with all my fancy rotations. I'm so good, bro. Meanwhile, druids and paladins, and even EKs, right? EK's basically one button rotation too now, right? I guess you have the executioner's pro on top of it. Tofik, prime sub. Thank you, Tofik. Jinky. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. Then Blance, I'm not skilled. Then maybe there's no need to be rushing Falcons on a 480, you know? It's not exactly a chill spot on a 480 monk. It's definitely doable, but it's not exactly chill. So maybe don't maybe don't push it. Siemanko, Marcin. Imagine caring about skill expression when I can turn my brain off, spam one button, watch a movie on my second monitor while hunting. Sure. For me, it's a little more important. I suppose just if you just want to play some video games after a long day's grind at work and you just want to shut your brain off, then yes, Sorcerer, probably not for you. Out of the other four vocations, I mean, Monk, maybe not also. But between EK, Druid, and Paladin, yeah, basically anybody will do. Ah, second arrow missed. 21 minutes in. 2 arrows I've noticed so far that I've missed. I've blocked with a potion. Third one right there. Because I got distracted. This also gameplay keeps me from falling asleep while hunting after a long day. Yep. It's definitely, you definitely have to focus, right? I do think that a fire rotation, if you go Fire Wave, Death Echo, that one's still fairly simple. You still got to aim your cursor, though. And still got to rotate for your waves a bit. But yes, I mean, Sorcerer, far and away the most intense vocation right now. 3-month T2 sub from Cherky. Thank you. Thank you, Cherky. Appreciate it. I swear we already had you 1 hour ago. We already had a sub from you 1 hour ago. Am I tripping? Thank you. Thank you, Cherky. Whoa! Thank you, Cherky. You could be quicker with your spells. Yep. Yeah, for sure. He says low blow and savage blow on MS with the death rotation. I don't yet have enough points for a savage blow. Well, I do, but I'd have to reset the charms. And I'm not sure when I want to reset the charms. I kind of want to record. I want to have a little strategy where I look at the charms I got and figure out which of those charms I don't want to keep, and then see if there's any hunting grounds that I want to record with those charms that I don't want to keep before I reset charms, if that makes sense. So I haven't actually sort of gone through the list yet, but I will. And once I've made the list and once I've recorded those places, then I'm going to reset, and then I'll have Savage Blow, Low Blow, Overflux, all the good stuff. What does Divine Defiance do? It gives you 7.5% of your distance fighting. I currently have 158. So what's 7.5% of that? Like 10? Actually, I can just hover over my magic level, no? Yes, I have plus 12. I have plus 12 holy magic level and plus 12 healing magic level through Divine Defiance, which is huge for Mass San and Divine Barrage because they scale with holy magic level. And I also have a ton of healing magic level, so my Exura-san heals for a lot more. So that's what it does. It increases your damage on your holy spells and increases your healing. And in addition to that, it also has a 15% dodge chance against non-adjacent creatures. So yeah, basically creatures are not immediately next to you. So it's also defensive from that perspective. Where does the +2 come from? Presumably from the ring. The ring gift. Holy magic level +1 on the ring. So somewhere else as well. Maybe through the proficiency or some shit. I don't know. I don't know where the other one comes from. Loyalty. No. It was the bonus directly to the magic level. So the holy magic level. To the healing magic level. Don't know where the other one comes from. Sanguine Greaves. There you go. So there's something from the Sanguine Greaves. Okay, I think I'm gonna start leaving now. By the way, I feel like I've had my fill of the Paladin experience. I don't really want to be hunting for like hours now on the Paladin. I've got a feel of how it's going, and we'll probably try something else again. Maybe next time we'll maybe try and grab like Rushmore West or something for a quick test. But yeah, it certainly feels much more comfortable than the good old runes on the Paladin. The results wise, at the moment, I'm not yet seeing like a massive improvement, but that's because I'm very rusty, I think. Which stance do you use on RP? The sharpshooter one is better offensively overall in most places, especially if you can use the Ethereal Barrage. But the Divine Defiance one, if Holy is very good, or if you need a little bit of extra defenses, then yeah, that one. And seeing as I'm here for the first time in a long time, I wanted a more defensive one. ED or RP better for solo? Both. Both. Both are great. Profit is crazy. It's alright. That's like 2kk per hour. Standard, no? Or am I very spoiled from my monk days? Feels like 2kk is pretty much what you do everywhere these days. All right, let's run out. That was kind of fun. Yeah, monk pilled. I hunted falcons on this paladin over a year ago, and it was fine. It was just a little easier now. But it's not like it's brand new.
Ja, babze, a ty chuju, babze. Kurwa, bober.
2026 is crazy ED for solo hunting. I know who saw that coming. Based. Is it because of the set? I don't think so. I mean, I had same set before I even had T2 Soul Bleeder. I guess I didn't have the Sanguine Greaves, which give you 7 physical and 9 energy, so that is pretty stonks for Falcons. I don't know. I mean, if you have, I kind of just assume everybody has best in slot set, but maybe I'm a little stuck in my bubble. Are you gonna make? I don't want to play the monk. I don't want to play the monk. Hasn't changed enough for me to find it fun. I want to play the new fun stuff. Nerfs coming up. Yeah, I think maybe not just yet today. Not this week, maybe the week after. What is the bow Cuisiner is using? If you mean the one I was using at Falcons, that was the Crypt Spine. It's their 450 bow. Nobody wants to play the monk. Yeah. Bad times. The mighty have fallen. Tips have definitely over-nerfed, and they should revert some of the nerfs now. Defense increase. What level can hunt solo monk and gnome prona? I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. I don't know that it's ever gonna make sense. Monk's still good, do you think? I think it's better than it was before Rebalance. I just think that the perception of what is good and strong has suddenly changed very drastically in the player base. So something that felt strong beforehand now feels weak because of all the buffs. Yeah, I don't want to play with the monk anymore. It's boring now. I have new shiny toys, right? All right, we're gonna do Worms Liberty Bay. Energy damage, right? All right. What do I want on the rotation? So I definitely want to go Death Beam, but do I just go Death Beam and then 3 SDs? I think maybe I add Lightning in for when it can hit 2 creatures. If I can hit 2 worms with Lightning, it's better than Sudden Death. Okay, let me get Lightning on. Yeah, so my rotation becomes Death Beam and SDs for single target, or Death Beam and Lightning and then SDs for multiple worms. All right. So scared of potential nerfs. Everybody is now going to finally experience what the monk journey was like. The authentic monk experience. Everyone's going to get it. Monk is like 5 nerfs deep, bro. You're about to get hit with the first one. I need to think of a solo hunter try using forks on the druid. Bro, Tibia pal. All right. Let me open up Firefox. Here, hunting, druid, and look at this. Look at this beautiful thing. Both forks only. You select that and you can have a look. What level are you? 230. At 230, what do I have for both forks? Pirates, Barkless probably okay, Crumbling Caverns, Diamore Task Area, Book World, Chapter 2, 3, 4. There you go. Candia Nibblemoors probably as well. Gazer Spectres probably on 230, doable now as well. Summer Court maybe a little too early, but yeah, what site is this? Tibia Pal. Tibia Pal hunting places. A little site I know, you know? Little unknown fun site. Is that a Next.js full stack website hosted on Vercel for that edge network latency? It's a plain CSS, HTML, and JavaScript site. No frameworks. Hosted on GitHub pages. Peak. The only framework that I use that I don't even know if you even can copy that is Jekyll. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. It's the HTML generator because I have like one template for like the navigation bar and stuff. So I don't need to be changing 30 HTML pages at once. So I have Jekyll, which handles like the HTML that's shared between different sites. That's it. Imagine not knowing Tibia Pal at this point. Maybe a new Tibia player. Hey Gaines, hello. I am terrified of those level 500 hunt suggestions. Is Druid actually that comfortable now? I don't know. What do I have there for level 500? Let me have a quick peek. What do I have for 500? Azalon Castle, Bashmu, Deep Desert, Floating Savans, Savi Gowanas, Zerpas, Nimsats. I think Nimsats maybe 600, Nok Fortress maybe 600. But I mean, none of this is like too outrageous, I think. None of it is too crazy. The wheels build on Tibia Pal is up to date. I literally created this like a week ago, so yes. Druid, I still don't have anything for because I don't know what the deal is with the wheel. Like, what happened with the wheel? Right, you've got the wheel planner, and you've got the forks here and here. Why are both forks in the same quadrant? Like, what's going on here? I thought that the forks are going to be in this one, in this lower left and this top right, but it's in like top right and top right too. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I feel like it's a bug. So I'm not making any of the druid wheels until they clarify what the hell's going on and what the intended position is going to be, because I don't have to redo all the wheels afterwards. So forks are lower left. The website is wrong. Okay, so it is. So this would be tier 2 fork then. Okay. So the website is wrong, but it is lower left. To be fair, I could just relog on my druid and check it. Okay, all right, fine. I'll update the wheels when they fix it, I think. Because again, still like making those wheels now, someone will think I'm recommending, strong ice wave as the first thing to go for on level 100. Tips off, dude. Now I don't have to answer which virtue to use. Because nobody plays monk, nobody asks me about virtues anymore. Win. Question is if the website is wrong or the in-game one is wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm not 100% on. I feel like the website is wrong, right? But All right, where were we? Worms. Okay, let me get some strong mana potions. I don't think I'll need too many because we'll mostly be using SDs. Get 100. Tolkamass is 200kk. Has it dropped that much? Don't think so. On EK, what do you guys think? Combat Mastery or Front Swipe? Front Sweep first. People are saying T2 Exori Min is better than Combat Mastery, but I don't know. I need someone reliable to run the tests for me and test T2 Combat Mastery plus T1 Exori Min versus T2 Exori Min and no Combat Mastery. It seems strange to me that buffing Exori Min exclusively with those 2 extra targets would be better than everything that that Combat Mastery provides, but people keep saying that, so maybe it's true. Paladins can finally compete with monks on Drome Arena. That good? I wonder who is going to be winning Drome now. Do you think they might nerf Death Echo? Yeah, I think they might. I hope not. I hope they nerf the beams. I hope they nerf the beams and maybe the energy wave. I hope they don't. I hope they don't nerf the Death Echo because I do love it, but. I'm at wave 100 on 1k, not too shabby. Probably 101, 102 doable. Okay, but that's what that's what an 800 monk could do before rebalance, and now monk has that extra 20% damage reduction from autos and some extra bits. So I still think monk is probably a little bit ahead then. But yeah, that's close though. That is close. Don't nerf anything and buff monk. Problem solved. Everyone happy except Tipsoft. Now half the game is unnecessary and people just blast through it. Good morning. EXP Monk 350. Expand Occupied Sanctuary, probably. You can do it on 350 already, maybe. Nagas, Mirror, probably. Stuff like that. Teams 40, 50, 60, but then you wouldn't really bother going for more than T1, right? Don't know. Maybe. All right. Worms. Now we're gonna record worms for the YouTube guide. Let me get my SDs on target. Wand of Defiance is energy damage. Okay, so I don't need to target the worms with it. All right. Let's go worms. I'll probably overkill. Hello, Doritsky. Remove monk, get rid of all the offensive spells for knights and paladin while making swords. What? What are you talking about? All right, here we go. I'm definitely going to overkill hardcore. Oh well. I wonder if I can pop up somewhere and kill like an elder worm or something. That Russia worms could be tricky on that level. Yep, that too. And it's really far to go. Like on this level, when you level up so quickly, you know, how long it takes to get somewhere is a consideration, right? If your hunt lasts 15 minutes and it takes you 7 minutes to get there, and suddenly not such a good place, right? Would be better to have a death wand here. Maybe let me take that one off and use Wand of Darkness. First time in age, I used all green stamina. Me too. Me too. Tipsoft finally cooked a bit with the rebalance. Am I going to do Sphinxes? Yeah, sure. At level 80, I'm planning to do Sphinxes. It hasn't changed too much. Like, again, you're going to have the Death Beam, but it hasn't changed too much. Let's see if I overkill or not. I feel like I probably overkill. Yeah. Well, maybe we're okay. What about Muggy Plains? Yep, 80 plus, 80 plus. I have a full list of places. Don't worry. You can see what I'm planning to record on Tibia Pal. Every spot that you have on Tibia Pal listed on the Sorcerer, I'm gonna record, right? Don't think it's OP as 450 Sorcerer solo? I don't yet have an opinion. I think at 450 it requires so much to make it work. Oh, yeah, it doesn't feel that OP, but you look at, you know, how simple a druid or a paladin can make similar numbers, and yeah, it certainly doesn't feel that OP when you have to really sweat for the sorcerer to do the same. Do you have any solution to find motivation through accesses? No, I have you know, guide making motivation, so it's easy for me because I know that I have to do it. I do not look to the one I hate the most probably is all the Zao stuff. First, you've got the New Frontier quest, which sucks ass with all the running around, especially for the, you know, the items from Blackbird and stuff. But then you have Mortal Kombat, which you need 2 people for, which sucks. Then you've got Children of the Revolution that you need 4 people for, which again sucks. And then Wrath of the Emperor is really annoying with that crate thingy. You can do it solo technically if you've got like Time Ring and very, very, you know, Boots of Haste and you're very fast and stuff. But still, not very fun. I don't know. I don't like that whole quest line very much. But, you know, it's got to be done because there's a lot of respawns that are pretty good. You know, Soul Eater Mountain, Lizard City, Brimstone Bugs, yeah, Muggy Plains, maybe even something else. I don't know. There's quite a few. Should I just sell my Rune Makers? Doesn't seem to be worth logging into them anymore. Rune Makers? Rune Makers in 2026, bro. What? Also, runes probably are going to go down in value, right? Nobody using them. So yeah, if you're profiting as through making runes, probably Probably not a great business model anymore. Okay, so here's worms. Looks like it's about 550k rule. Very simple playstyle. Like the profit is bad though. It's like minus 150k. There's not really anything here that's expensive for weekly deliveries, so there's no profit to be had. At least it's easy and simple though. So yeah, if someone is coming back to the game after a long time, then I guess it's an okay spot. I feel like I overkilled here. I feel like there should have been some more worms here that I skipped on or something. Rune Stunk's way down. So if you actually want to use runes, is it now going to be cheaper to buy them off the market? Because I actually do still use some runes on my baby sorcerer. I guess I should be buying them off the market then, instead of from the NPC. Mother of Scarab's already done. That's level 50, bro. I'm already 66. 10k others sitting in stash. I mean, you still may want it for, you know, beginner bounties and for like rapid respawn and stuff. Maybe it's not completely dead. Okay, I'm definitely overkilling. All right, let me see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. I felt like these I didn't pick up. They were not spawned. Is there one more somewhere here? The respawn is all sort of messed up. Yeah, it's kind of a very alternative spot. It would be really nice if it was just a little bit bigger. If there was like, I don't know, 5 more worms somewhere. I don't know if any of these little +1 levels with elder worms, if there's even a single one that doesn't have elder worms, because I may be strong, but I don't think I'm strong enough to be killing an elder worm with a couple of worms next to it. Minotaurs, Oromond before Sphinx Savvy. I don't like that. I don't think that is a good spot ever. I don't think SDing Minotaurs on Oromond is ever the right thing to do in modern Tibia. It was okay, you know, 5 years ago. Also, when Magic Shield was different, and it was an acceptable way to PG with huge waste. These days, it's never. I think it's never the optimal way to play. So, I'm not planning to do SD and Oromond Minotaurs. I think it's risky. It's wasteful, and the experience isn't even very good. So that one I'm gonna skip on. You got 40 levels there. My God. Ow. Ulane Charek, just look at my list on Tibia, pal. I don't remember everything immediately. I think probably like Bookworld on a 310 MS is going to be really good. But at 300, you've got so many spots now. 300 is when it really gets good. Because you finally got the Beam Mastery. But I don't remember everything. I keep a list for this reason on Tibia, pal. So that you can just have a reference. Ah, shit, I just beamed the wall. I'm gonna kill this one and I'll end it. Okay, I finished my recording on worms. Nah, not a fan of this place. I hate the SD playstyle, bro. I don't know how people like it so much. It's horrible. And the respawn's not even keeping up. We have about 550 and looks like minus 150k profit or something per hour. Terrible. Okay, let me just write that down. 550k minus 125k. What was Peninsula Tomb in the end? Let me check Peninsula Tomb. We did that earlier. Oh, we even hit a low health screenshot. We have a low health screenshot for when we went Ancient Scarabs. I had 8 health. Didn't proc buffer though. Easy. Peninsula was 420 raw. And about 20k profit. I guess it could be more if you go a little luckier with some of the items, but still, Peninsula not that good anymore either. What does the chain look like on MS? Well, we've been using it earlier. We're going to go somewhere else now where we can use it. So I guess I can showcase it. Beam the wall to make the place a bit bigger. If only it worked that way. If only. I guess now, what do I have on the list? The only other thing I have on the list is Kralos Ogre's Energy. I don't really think there's anything about that place that means I need to go to level 70. I could probably just go there now. Maybe we just go there now. Juarez? Not until 80, I think. Yeah, the Crypt Warriors people recommended me on 300. I had it on 400, but yeah, Crypt Warriors are a little bit on the difficult side. Yeah, maybe I'll move that one back to level 400. Everything else should be more or less okay though. You have pickup on hotkey. Yep. There's a setting in your hotkeys. Loot nearby corpses. That's what I use. Have you tested Mitma's Seers already? If I don't know if that's good for Paladin. It was always good for Paladin. It was always good for Paladin. Then Seers got buffed, and now Paladin got buffed. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think the Seer one is better though. I would go for Occupied Sanctuary, which is the Seer one on the Paladin. And Bestiaring Fairist MS100. Yep, I have it on. I have Fairist on level 80 plan. So I do need to do Fairist access soon, which is also night and day cycle. Lovely stuff. So engaged in the role play, dude. Love it. Oh shit, it's night. I can't talk to this NPC. Oh, that's so immersed in the game world, bro. So immersive, man. Anyway. Raylos Surface. Where is it? It's an alright hunt. It's good profit for the broken shamanic staffs and the odds of getting the voodoo doll, which you actually get quite a few of. Although they're cheaper these days than they used to be. They used to be very expensive, but now with the beginner tasks, a lot of people do, and the weeklies, a lot of people do dwarks. So actually the supply of voodoo dolls is definitely much higher than it used to be. What level? Yeah, 400 plus should be very comfortable for Mitmars now, yeah. My mate started playing Tibia as a new player and is a sorcerer. I send him over your stream and he is level 80 and it will be worth for him to check out how you play and what you do. Yeah, okay, awesome. I'm not sure how much, I don't stream all that often, and although we'll probably be streaming a fair amount of this low-level sorcerer now. I feel like I'm gonna be doing my best to do quests off stream because I'm sure nobody wants me wants to watch me do Fairist access. I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you want to see me complain about the dog access, but I'll probably try to do it off stream though. Okay, let me just do this Kralos surface stuff then. I need some thunderstorms there. I have some, okay. And some mana potions. And yeah, Quaras I have for level 80 plus. I want a little bit more health. And actually, capacity is a big issue at Quaras because you need to have the Helmet of the Deep. And you don't have that much capacity at this level. See, the loot from Kralos is very heavy, isn't it? God. I'd watch you do Pits of Inferno at 80 with team of Rebalance characters. I need to have as much capacity as possible. What can I leave in the depot? This wand I don't need anymore. Let me get rid of that. Foxtail. Hi, Kojin. You reckon if Were Tiger's -1 is still a viable spot for the monk? Yeah? Yeah. It's pretty good. People go to Were Tiger's -2. Yeah, I Were Tiger's -1 is still pretty fun. Are you running any imbues on this baby Sork? One powerful void in the helmet. Just for a little bit more sustain. But I'm trying to stay away from running like 6 powerful imbue types set up, with like magic level and void in the helmet, magic level or void and crit in the weapon, vampirism and protection in the armor. I think it's a little much for like low level content. Of course, if you want to twink out your character, you can do that, but Fenrock DL's SD style is better than Worms. Sure, but again, you have to consider the length of the journey. At this level, it takes a fair amount of time to get to Fenrock and back, and how long you're going to hunt there before you run out of capacity or you run out of supplies. I don't think it's that good. Sure, you may hunt there for like 20 minutes and get pretty okay experience, and then you spend 10 minutes getting there and back, and suddenly your efficiency drops by 33% if you account for that. Worker golems? That used to be a pretty good spot from what I remember. People used to like UE there, right? Off cooldown before UE cooldown was a thing. I don't think so. I think they have pretty awful ratios. You said 300 MS could be great at Falcons. I don't think so. Not 300. 400. 400 on Falcons, not 300. Did I say 300? I don't think so. Behind TP? Well, another thing to consider is I don't actually have Yalahar quest, so I don't have access yet to worker golems. Oromond with SD. I hate Oromond SD. I think it's not a good respawn. How are you feeling about the druids? Excited to play the chill playstyle. Is it not better to hunt for 4 minutes but high intensity rather than 20 minutes low intensity? Please answer properly. My wife is listening. Yeah, but it's even better. But look, okay. So the example there was Fenrock DLs, okay? Fenrock DLs is okay, but it's not like mind-blowing, right? I think Fenrock DL caps out at like 800k per hour. And, again, you have to spend a pretty long time to get there. Whereas you can go to Middle Spike and get the exact same experience, except it's like right there next to the city, right? I missed the joke. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes. That's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try to answer questions. I take them all seriously. But yes, 4 minutes of high intensity versus 20 minutes low intensity. I think it depends. It depends. In Tibia, high intensity permanently, dude. Always full intensity. Yes, I personally don't think places like Fenrock DLs or Drefia Worms is something I recommend for a low level because of the way how long it takes to get there. And Oromond SDs, like it's Oromond SDs was good, honestly, when Oromond came out, right? You had the old magic shield with like infinite magic shield. You didn't have so many like amazing respawns to hunt at, and that was very simple, very easy, good experience, big waste, but good experience. Nowadays, like it's kind of risky because they just blow through your magic shield so quickly. The experience is not that great. Profit is terrible. I really don't think Oromon SDs is something I want to record because it's not something I want to encourage. I think it doesn't teach any good habits, and it's not even a good respawn. I don't know. If you gotta do an SD type playstyle, then go Worms at least. It's about the same experience, but it's I don't know. It's just closer. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as ridiculous as Oromond Minnows. I don't like that one. I refuse to record that one. Mother of Scarabs Les already recorded and tested. The last spot that I need to record and test is Kralos Ogres. That will be an energy-based respawn. Let me check my rotation real quick. Lightning into converted fire wave into energy wave. Yep. Hey, mate, just hit 4K charms on my monk. It depends if you're a solo or a team hunter. If you know you're a solo hunter and you're gonna be solo hunting for a long time, Vilu, I would reset and I would get the crit charms. They do give a lot of comfort when solo hunting. If you're a team hunter or planning to team hunt, then elementals are fine. Mostly solo, I would consider getting the crit charms. They are very good. My friend on 320 ED making more than 4KK raw on Falcons. And not even mana block got a mana buffer activated. Okay. 320 ED on Falcons. Damn. That is something. That is crazy. Good for druids, I guess. Crit charms better for solo mage too. For solo sorcerer, yes, I think crit charms are better. I don't know about druids yet. I don't know if anybody's run the numbers on druids. I don't know if crit charms are that good on druids. If someone runs the numbers, please do ping me and let me know. I don't know. I'm not sure on druids yet. If crit charms, the druid forks aren't as hard hitting as the MS spells, which is why MS benefits more from the crit charms, whereas druid may be still elementals. Level 80 druid and Sunken Quarter Quarters is amazing. I bet, although I would have imagined level 100 with the tier 1 forks, so you get the 4-second fork and then rune, I guess. What's my preferred way to get Rafflet on voting points? Well, nowadays I just buy them. I just buy the 300 probing task stuff. I usually buy that from somebody. But if I wasn't buying it, then I usually just do bestiaries on Minotaurs, bestiaries on Oromond West. While I do that, I hand in the Rot Elemental and Blood and Minotaur tasks, as well as collecting the roots. And I usually end up having like 200 to 250 points by the end I finished every bestiary. Right, Ixupan on this baby sorcerer. I do have Ixupan on my list. Slightly higher, though. I have it for... What level do I have it for? Let me check. I have it for 100 plus. Oh, why is the paint open? Ixupan 100 plus. Do you think it's doable earlier now? 80 plus, maybe? You can go at this level? Really? Once I hit 80, I'm going to be trying all of these spots, and I'm going to be trying some of them at a lower level. I'll make sure to try Ixupan at 80 then. At least 80. I swear those monsters, they hurt quite a lot. I'm sure it's maybe doable, but I don't know. All right. Frost Dragon or Colony good with SDs too. Yeah, but at this point, Frost Dragons you can easily do with an energy rotation. Anyway, I don't really like encouraging this SD playstyle. I think the SD playstyle is very noobish, and I don't really want to make too many guides on SD stuff because I don't want to make people think that like that's the way to play the game. It's not. So I try and stay away from the SD stuff. Is it just the ape that hurts? Okay. I think I'm still going to wait until level 80. Anyway, let's do a little bit of Kralos. Been standing around, talking around. Let's actually do a little bit of Kralos here. 154 pirates on Tibia Paladin mines or ship. Either, I suppose. I haven't really thought that far ahead. I imagine either would work. On fresh servers, MS is going Ixupan at around 80. They die a few times, but still good profit. Okay. Well, I don't want to die a few times, you know? I don't have Inquisition done, so I don't exactly want to be running again and picking up every blessing. So I'm trying to stay away from dying. So far, so good. Do you think we will see nerfs next week? Not yet. I think the week after, we'll probably see the first balance and adjustment. All right.
Hello.
Hello. Let's go. Let's try and do a little bit of Kralos surface. I don't think this respawn's very good either, but I've got it on my list, so let's do it. If it's garbage, then I'm just going to leave after a few minutes anyways. I feel like using multi-actions on a low level like this is a little bit bait because you don't get to keep a stable rotation. Thank you for the subscription. Teurok. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you very much for the prime sub. Thanks so much. Do you think all vocations need nerfs? I think if monks saw a nerf, Forum would probably implode. So I don't think we're gonna see monk nerfs for now. Well, multi-action is not worth using. It's definitely worth using, but ideally when you actually just use a stable rotation like that, then don't change it. The thing is, on low level, you really do want to change the spells that you use sometimes because you have so few targets. Like you want to use different waves and beams and stuff. I don't think it's all that good early level. I think I'm probably not going to be using my multi-action for now. Once you've got like a very stable rotation and you're using that like all the time when hunting, then sure you can use it. But if you're changing your spells all the time, then obviously multi-action doesn't really work very well with that. The Daragor with a 2-month free sub. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you for the prime subs. Appreciate it. Okay, I need to focus here a little bit. I forgot how much these guys can actually hurt. I'm not sure if I'm going to be actually making a guide for this place. I think this place is really not that good, ultimately. There is no chance for monk nerfs. There's always a chance. Have you not been through enough with the monk? There's always a chance, bro. Armand West with raid. Double fork and thunderstorm and multi-action. With raid, no. With raid, you can't use forks, can you? You just use runes, no? Warriors are immune to ice, and everything else is immune to earth, right? Monk is still viable low level? Yeah, of course, absolutely. I mean, it's not like it's been destroyed or anything. It's just people are, unhappy with the results compared to everybody else. In a vacuum, the monk is still fine. Kralos worth hunting? I'm not sure. I don't really think so. It used to be a really good profit place. I'm not sure if it's still worth it. Mottel with a 3-month Prime resub. Thank you. Thanks for the guides as always. No problem. No problem. Plenty more to come. I am trying not to. I on one hand, I would love to do like some of this of mid game guides now. I would love to do a guide for like sphinxes and stuff because it's very, very fun and exciting right now. But I do really want to avoid the situation from what happened with the monk. So for now, you're stuck with like the low level guys because ultimately I don't think whatever nerfs may or may not happen, I do not think low level stuff's going to be that significantly affected. And even if so, it doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, we're sticking with the low level stuff for now. And we'll get to the more interesting stuff once I feel a little bit more comfortable with the balance. Yes. I'm planning to I'm probably okay to make the guides all the way up to like level 200 or so. I think. Any higher than that, I think I'm going to wait until I'm sure that it's, it's not going to change very much. Below level 200, any potential nerfs probably won't have anywhere near as much impact anyways. So that's the plan. Items in Kralos are very heavy. Yeah, I know. Can't collect everything. But yes, it's going to be a pretty short refill. Well, I'm not doing too bad. I've only used up like 50 capacity in 6 minutes. Maybe because I'm using quite a lot of potions too. It's not too bad. I don't know. It looks pretty profitable. Experience is a little low, but you know, as a super duper alternative respawn, not too bad, I suppose. We'll go middle spike after this. We'll do the best respawn in this level range after this. Oh, it's a pirate raid. Okay. I don't actually want that in my video. Gonna skew the results a little bit. Okay. No, that was unexpected. Yeah, this is a very low density respawn. I mean, I don't know how many of you have tried to do bestiary on Kralos in the past, but it's very, very low density. You are my favorite Tibia creator. Thank you. Thank you, Allman, Miranda. Appreciate it. Need respawn increase for Kralos? Need density increase, to be honest. Just this would actually be a pretty okay spot if there was just more creatures, dude. Like, why am I... There's like... It's like single target spawn. Nothing here. I'm hitting like 2-3 monsters at a time. Okay, now we gain a couple more. The profit is not bad though, right? It's not Like it's everything is like very profitable at this level now. By the way, if you look at my updated sorcerer values, it's like 400k profit basically everywhere, even at places that are predominantly EXP based. You know, just because of weekly deliveries. What monitor rest do I have? I have a 2K monitor, 27 inches. I don't have 4K. Thank you, Rune. Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for the raid. How much monster does the lightning spell hit? Up to 3 monsters. And it has a pretty high base damage. Higher than the fire wave. So if you're going to hit like 3 or fewer creatures with the fire wave, you should be using lightning over it. And I'm not using the beam very much because, again, if you need to hit 2 monsters with the beam to be the same as the lightning damage. But it's way harder to hit 2 monsters with a single beam than it is to hit 3 targets with the lightning. I did it filled for both forks only. Yep, exactly. Because I wanted it, right? That's the thing. You know, I add tools or functionality that I find useful myself. And being able to have chill double fork hunt reference, you know, I totally saw the use for that. What wheel do you recommend after rebalance for 430 EK at Oromont Furies? Bro, at 630 at Oromont Furies, you can go without a wheel and it won't make any difference. Physical RP spell so shit. I don't know. Everyone seems to be hyping it up. If anything, I've heard that Utito and Ethereal Barrage is a really good build as long as physical is, you know, kind of okay. But in all seriousness, for a 630 EK, you probably just want T1 Combat Mastery and T1 Executioner's Throw. With RP200, you probably go for Utito's stance as well because so much of the damage is linked to the diamond arrows. I think Divine Defiance maybe a little bit. I feel like there's like a mid games area where Divine Defiance is going to be better. I think like low levels and very high levels, Utito's better, but there's like a mid game period where you benefit quite a lot from the defenses of it, where it's going to be good. But the exact places where it's going to be good, I'm not entirely sure. Going to have to play a bit more on the Paladin to figure it out. RP 350 middle skill. You think I can try Were Crocodiles? Yeah, I think you can try. I don't think it's going to be great though. Like you can try if you've got like a bounty or something, sure. I don't think it's going to be better than like some of your better EXP spots. But if you really want to, for some reason, I think, yeah, you should be able to. I don't think it's going to be anything particularly good. Ah, missed the beam. Noob. One sec. Let me just focus for just one more minute because we're about to hit 15 minutes on the analyzer, which means I'll be able to finish in... Oh, yeah, we've just hit 15 minutes. Let me try and finish here. Here we go. All right. I've got Kralos Ogres. I'm not sure if this is a good enough spot. Let's have a look. 15 minutes, 120k profit. So it's about 500k profit per hour on an MS like this. Not too bad. It's not too bad. But not that fun. 420k experience. And this is without accounting for like the voodoo dolls that you could be theoretically dropping every now and then as well. Anyway, let's call it on this one. Bam, Kralos Ogres done. Add to MS Hunt on the dragons because it isn't there. Do you mean Nimisat? Nimisat is there. Nimisat is there, I think, for either 5 or 600. Mitigation gems now on a RP or stay with health. At a certain level, mitigation gems are best for everybody. I think on Paladin, I'd probably switch to mitigation at like level 600 or so if you've got them in your lesser gems. It's not going to be like a huge difference or anything, but it is. I do think they are probably better. All right, we've got this shitty place out the way. Now we can go middle spike, even though we have no stamina. Which level do you think the new Sailor Moon staff is going to be? I don't know. Could be 600, could be 700, could be 800. I have no extra information that would tell me what it's going to be. Hell, it could be 1000, right? I don't know. I don't know how crazy they want to go with it. I would imagine 600 or 800, but no clue. No clue. We're now getting summer update, but on the playlist. You mean you want me to update the playlist that I listen to a more summary one? Is that what you're saying for Divin? I guess we can look for a new playlist soon. I am getting a little bit bored of this one. It's been going on for a while. What made you change your mind with regards to streaming the baby sorcerer? I mean, I've already reached the level where at least I'm doing a little bit of stuff with like the new spells, new masteries, and well, using like the lightning spell and stuff. And people are asking for it, so people are asking for it. I'm gonna give the people what they want, you know. Plus, I do want to progress it. I want to get to like level 100 at least before the double, so then I can skill up my magic a bit more. Right now, I have 62. I'll probably scale to like 75 on the double, something like that. How long do you plan to play on this character? I plan to play it until 400 minimum. Then when I hit 400, I'm going to record all the 400-ish type spots. And then that's it. Because everything 500 plus, I'm going to do on my main sorcerer, right? But this sorcerer is going to record everything up to and including level 400 spots. You think they will unbuff all vocations? That is the first time in my life I have heard the word unbuff to mean nerf. But yes, I suppose I suppose they are going to unbuff some of the vocations. I feel that's a fair word to use. Yes, I do expect some nerfs, unfortunately. Unbuff, love it. Uneating, just going to the bathroom to uneat. Oh god. What would you say are the rotations before level 270? So I think energy, you use lightning instead of the light beam. So I think, and it also depends before 120 or after 120, right? Once you've got your Death Echo. So I think that the energy rotation before you've got beam mastery is probably lightning, Death Echo, energy wave, but then you're still missing something, right? Because then you maybe throw a rune as your fourth spell, or maybe you just use the fire wave instead of Death Echo. Honestly, I'm not so sure yet. I'm not so sure. I think until you hit that level 300 and you've got that revelation mastery, it's all a little bit unclear with the cooldowns. I think it's spot dependent. In certain spots, you're going to be using lightning. In certain spots, you're going to be using the Death Echo over fire wave, and other spots not. Honestly, I think until 300, it's spot dependent. So I'm going to make a video for every spot, and in that spot, I'll decide what I feel like is the best rotation. But after 300 is when you get like the stable rotations, the same for everybody, right? Ooh, I want to pick up my dwarven armor. And I guess I want earth protection in my trinket. The crystal crushers are still a pain in the ass here, by the way. They've been nerfed like a couple of times now, but they're still so strong. All right, I think I have everything. Got my GFBs. Got my fire rotation on, which at the moment is fire wave into lightning. But again, I feel like multi-action is just not very good at the moment. I feel like I need to just use the spells without multi-action because I get really confused because it's not a stable rotation. So it's never following the same order like it does on a higher level. So I think maybe multi-action is not that good. Until, I don't know, maybe when you got Death Echo at least. Bro, organize your backpacks. It's a mess. Not really. I just haven't sorted my equipment pieces into the Galfin satchel. It's all organized. That's my supply backpack there. Shush. The only complete rotation a low level MS can do is fire. Even then, it's a little variable. Sometimes you want to use lightning, sometimes you want to use beam, sometimes you want to use wave as the filler spell. So it's never, yeah, you don't really want to be don't really always want to be using the same stuff like in a multi-action. Is there any dwarven armor alternative? Sure, you could just go Terra Mantle. Terra Mantle here would be fine. 8% Earth Protection. Before the rebalance, I would say no. You need to have a dwarven armor if you want to go middle spike. But now with the buffer mechanic, you're probably okay. As long as you keep your mana full, you're probably okay with a Terra Mantle. 295 MS, Grims. Yeah, that's probably your best spawn. I think Bookworld is probably the next best one. All right. Think we good. All right. Honestly, it's still best to just do GFBs here for the most part. I'll try and use a bit of spells, but GFBs honestly going to be the best thing to do here. Oh, mutated rat tail. Profit. Yep. Is Monk considered on par with other vocations now after patch? No. It's considered subpar. Worst part about middle spike is how early you can't access it anymore. I agree. I think middle spike should be pushed at least until level 100. It's not like you're going to be hunting lower spike on level 80 anyways. So yeah, I do think it's a little weird actually. Yeah, I would change it to like level 100, even like 130. I mean, you probably shouldn't be hunting middle spike at 130 still, but yeah, I think that would be a more reasonable level range anyways. I think maybe because when spike was added, there were so many low levels and they wanted them to be able to access lower spikes sooner, but must have been so hard, even harder back in the day, right? Just trying to Isavi Sewers on my 530 ED. Actually managed to not chicken out of completing a lap. Yeah? I was terrified of getting headshots. He should be fine. And for what it's worth, I think Puzzle is going to be better. Sewers is a little tight. I think Sewers ultimately is just for... Hang on a second. Can you hear double audio? One sec. I can see my OBS making some sounds, but I'm not sure where from. Let me just check I haven't opened something from a browser. Seems okay. Okay, my OBS was freaking out for a bit. Don't know why. Never mind. Okay, audio's fine. All right, okay. Where was I? Sphinx is Savvy. Yeah, I think Suez is very, very good for an EK because it's very tight, and Monk can do okay there, but I think everybody else generally prefers Puzzle, the area under the Ogre Mountain. I would recommend that one. The fact that I was even able to do a lap in the Savvy Sewers is a bit crazy. Sure, I guess Druid had no business being there before the rebalance. True. Do you think Ixapan last stand is doable at 250? On which vocation? Sorcerer? I don't think so. ED. Anything's doable on ED, I guess. I don't know. It's probably doable, but I don't think it's going to be any good. You know? Maybe you can just about survive there, but why? You know? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Atomic. You should, if you haven't already, you should go Falcons. Like, Falcons, you're going to absolutely destroy on a Druid of that level, and you're going to probably do like 7kk raw if you push it. I love the mutated rat sprite. Yeah, I never really thought about it. In general, I quite like the mutated sprites anyway. I quite like mutated humans too. And yeah, mutated rat is such a cool cult monster, you know, from back in the day. Nobody really hunts them much anymore, which is why mutated rat tails are so damn expensive. Well, yeah. I think this evening, because I'm out of stamina, I'm probably gonna be doing some quests on this sorcerer. Not gonna stream this evening. I'll probably have like a quest day or something. Quest evening. Probably start working towards Faerist, start working towards Zao stuff. Start collecting the lovely tomes of knowledge so that I can start handing them in. And get my shortcut to Muggy Plains. Yeah, mutated rats have fine ratios and they're fine monsters, but there's not enough density anywhere, right? Where are you going to hunt them? Like, you can kind of hunt them a little bit together with, like, mutated humans when you're in the Alchemist Quarter. And that's about, like, the only functional respawn. But then you're killing, like, one or two of them at a time, so nobody in Tibia these days hunts one creature at a time. By the way, yeah, have a look how easy it is these days on Middle Spike. This was, you know, a very, very difficult respawn back in the day. I guess without the Dwarven Armor still would be pretty difficult. But even so, I still have Buffer to save me, so... I mean, the Mutated Tiger Arena... Mutated Tigers, I don't like that monster. Like, the resistances to everything are a little bit all over the place. And they go invisible and run on low health. Not a fan. I am not a fan of Mutated Tigers, bro. Where do you think is currently a good spot to rush at RP 150? Where Hyenas now, probably. You can probably already go there like 150 nowadays. I hunt one by one around to chill with some podcast on. More power to you, friend, but that's not a common gameplay loop these days. I think you'll agree. Also, Paladin Oromond West, probably at 150. Very good as well. I don't think much has changed. You're just a little stronger and a little more comfortable. But I don't think the places have changed all that much. Yalhar Quarras, yep. Sunken Quarter. Not the best spot though. I'm sure you can get some more experience somewhere else by that point, but yeah, it's pretty okay spot. Which virtue is recommended with the monk? Let's just go with virtue of justice. There's really not very much in it, okay? Doesn't really matter if you go justice or harmony for the most part. Go for the rotation you prefer. Up you have 130 skill and 2 times will demolish the quarries. Okay, yeah, at that level, yeah. You may overkill. With 130 distance, yeah, I definitely would consider were hyenas, though. Do take it easy because they do a fair amount of damage, but you also do a lot of damage now with like Rotito stance and stuff. You should also destroy them. Unless you're worried about potentially losing that skill due to death. Because that can happen if you overlord. All right, let's do one more lap. Hit that 68, hopefully. And then I'll probably end the journey on this one for today. Do some questing tonight. Build up the stamina. Build up the stamina for some more PG tomorrow. Probably hit like 85 or something tomorrow. I'll come back here tomorrow with a boost and stamina to get 80. I don't understand tips of Monk is modern character. Let's look at Monk's stances. Yeah, I know. The stances for the Monk. He used to be better, right? But he's just been... This is the thing, like, release Monk would probably fit in nicely with the power level of other vocations right now. But he went for, like, 6 nerfs or something, right? They should have released the Monk with the rebalance, and then he would have been perfectly fine. All right, good luck with your Falcons. I'm sure you can manage. I miss release Monk. Me too, pal. Me too. It was a great time. Azalon Castle on 400. Cobra's on 400. Was a beautiful time. It's almost like Monk Part 2 now, though. Everybody's like vibing, destroying stuff. You know, when the Monk released, you know, people needed some time to actually get to those levels to experience this kind of power. Now they release this, and like everybody already has a character of the right level and stuff to enjoy it, you know? Previously, only the most dedicated monks got to enjoy the sort of high power level of the monk, because everybody else, you know, the monks were nerfed by the time you reach like those higher levels for those cool spawns. Whereas now, because it's a rebalance of existing vocations, people have the level to enjoy it immediately, you know? Maybe they weren't ready for the monk. Maybe. Or they're just going to nerf everybody to the level of the monk. Yeah, and true. Monks were like, you know, 80 skill, right? As now you've got all these pre-skilled characters too. True. A Zordon? This is middle spike, yes, and Kazo. Need to organize like paladins to get buff monk buffed. I mean, people are organizing in in my Discord. There's a lot of talking about organized complaining on the forums and stuff to get noticed, and people are really upset. Really upset with how it's turned out. We'll see if Tipsoft repeats same mistakes when they release the 6th vocation, or if they've learned and they've gotten better at balancing. They ought to merge MS and ED. Well, not anymore. Now MS and ED are very distinct, so I don't think that's happening. Now they're genuinely different. All right, here we go. 68. We got it. All right, let's get out. Yeah, this spike is 50 to 80. If you really like it, then you can like load up and come here on 79 and stay until like 83 or something. It's only on the entrance that it matters. Fewer targets compared to other vocations. Yep. I mean, if you look at the ED fork, you know, the monk chain should be hitting like 3 more targets considering its constraints. Bring a noob character to pass your resources. I mean, it's a good place, but it's not that good. Let's not go too crazy. Main profit here is from those mutated rat tails. How much are they on Kalanta? 13k. Lovely. All right. All right. Mother of Scarabla is better? No, it's not. My experience here is a little low right now because I'm streaming, but no, that Mother of Scarabla is like 670k raw max. This middle spike goes up to 800 if you're focused. So middle spike is like 15 to 20% better. Five nexts and upper. But this is the thing. If everybody's much stronger, all of a sudden, everybody's going to be focusing those higher level or higher mid-game level respawns, right? You're not going to be going Summer Court now if you can go something much more difficult with better EXP. Actually, we're going to go to Svargrund. Does Monk Chain loses damage each target? Yeah! Oh my god, is that still a thing? Minus 3%? Jesus. Yeah, outrageous. Outrageous. Yeah, no, the Monk is punished a lot for being released too early. You swap Druid Fork Logic with Monk, we'll see who's happy. And Monk is much more gear dependent too. Yep. True. Losing damage on each chain target always felt so bad. Yep. I really didn't like that change. Initially, it was the other way around, right? It gained damage on each jump, right? It was like +3 or +6% or something. That was awesome. But yeah, losing damage on each chain is just horrible stuff. Cobra Bow is, for example, Freaky ATC after 4 months. It is like the best early to mid game weapon, though. Monk was unbuffed too early. Yep. They totally could have skipped that last nerf that they did, which was I think it was the nerf to harmony and to the attack value of the weapons, right? Like they totally could undo that one, definitely. And it would still be weaker than other vocations, I think. I could do some weeklies now that I have no stamina. I'm not going to do it now. Can I go to Barbarian Camp? Hang on. Because weeklies still don't scale with stamina, right? So I could go this weekly, do this weekly real quick. Barbarian Skull Hunter. Then I could do Gosler's when I'm in Yalahar. And that's going to be what? 110k EXP? By half a level. Seems good. Let's do the Barbarians real quick. And half a level for nothing. Has anything changed on how we hunt? It is mostly runes. I think until level 50, Salazar, it's basically the same. It's just runes. From level 55 especially, it changes a little bit because you get lightning spell, which actually is kind of good. But it's still largely runes, but you get to use some spells a little bit more often. I think when it really is going to change is level 120. That's when you unlock Death Echo, and Death Echo is unquestionably better than runes. And at that point, you definitely changing the playstyle. Until like 120 on the Sorcerer, you can get away with just using the runes, and you can just forget about all the changes, and you'll more or less get the same results as before. But at 120, when you get the Death Echo, yeah, you for sure wanna at that point you for sure wanna update your playstyle. Did you notice that the monk buffs don't seem to be working properly? I haven't played the monk. I'm not. I'm burnt out on the monk, and I'm tired of the monk. I've been playing it for like over a year, so I want to change. I don't want to play the monk. But yes, I have heard that the auto attacks specifically, especially, seem broken. And it seems like the jump range on the chain penance, the initial cast range has been reduced, and among some other things. So yeah, I think what Tipsoft will probably focus on to start with is actually fixing the bugs, plus nerfing other vocations. And if after all that monk is still the weakest, then maybe there will be some monk buffs. But I wouldn't expect any monk buffs for a while. Maybe just bug fixes for now. What do I think they'll nerf next? I'm not predicting any nerfs. I think this Tuesday they're not going to nerf yet. It's going to be the test server. They'll want to focus on the test server instead of the nerfs. I think maybe the week after. All right, weekly done, and bam, half a level just like that. Good shit. The weeklies are very, very good for early game leveling. Thanks, Italian. Thank you. If they fix the AA is good enough, I think they're gonna be just doing the bug fixes for now. I like if you're expecting monk buffs, like numerical buffs or whatever, not happening for a long time, I think. Best minor charms? I mean, you want Fatal Hold at least tier 1, probably tier 2 potentially at some point. And other than that, yeah, just Vampirism and Void. Cleanse is pretty okay sometimes. Void inversion can be okay, but I would just get tier 3 Vamp and Void and not really worry about the other ones. Your healing didn't change at all as Oh yeah, so that's another bug, right? The mentor other bonuses don't apply at the moment, so that's a bug as well. Monks are forever chasing that dragon of being OP. Well, you laugh now. You laugh now, friend. When everybody gets nerfed in a week or two, everybody else will be chasing that dragon forever. So don't laugh too early. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's see who can. Oh, Adold is streaming. So I guess we'll go to Adold on Twitch. I see there's an ad break. Another 40 seconds. Let's wait 40 seconds then before I say goodbye to everybody. Isn't EK safe from unbuffs? I think EK is probably the safest out of the other 4 vocations. I'd say Druid, Sorcerer, and Paladin are going to see some adjustments. I still think EK is likely going to see some adjustments. I think EK is probably going to have mana cost increases at the very least. And then we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out soon. I'm not anticipating anything for the Tuesday coming just yet. The Tuesday after is when I would predict the first series of nerfs, but it could be this Tuesday already. But I would guess that June the 30th would be the first set of adjustments. All right, I see the ad break on Twitch has finished, so I am going to go now. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm not going to be streaming again today. I am planning to do at least one stream over the weekend. I don't know yet when. I don't know if it's going to be one in the day at some point or in the evening. I don't know. I'll try to have at least one stream this weekend. And we probably will be just continuing with the baby sorcerer at this point. Maybe we'll do a little bit of the higher level sorcerer. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you still enjoying the rebalance. Sorry if you're a monk. I hope you have a great weekend. And next week, I hope you all enjoy the test server. I'm not going to be here. I am going away on that vacation on Tuesday, which I already moved by 1 week due to the rebalance. I can't move it another week, so I am going away next week 100%. So I probably won't be here for streaming the test server, but I'll definitely be following, seeing what's going on. Anyways, on Twitch, I'm going to send you over to Adult. And on Kick and YouTube, I'm just gonna finish the stream. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a nice weekend, and see you shortly.